Against all the evil that hell can conjure, all the wickedness that mankind can produce, we will send unto them only you. Rip and tear until it is done.
Hey, what's up everybody? Hope all is well. Doom Eternal, we're back for more. It's the king of many things to me. Near the top of that list is how effing awesome id Software and Bethesda have maintained the game post-launch. It is, after all, essentially just a single-player campaign. Yes, it's got a healthy PvP scene, but you know what I mean. There are live service multiplayer games and even free-to-play games that don't even come close to this level of support. As an example, Overwatch, you heard of that little game? It hasn't gotten a single piece of content in more than 2 years. And it has microtransactions. The comparison is embarrassing, I hate to admit it because I love Overwatch, but hey, it is what it is. So let's quickly recap Doom and its current state of affairs. It's a first-person shooter, it's on every platform, and considered by and large the gold standard of the genre. The gameplay, visual presentation, and performance are all top tier. It's had 2 paid DLCs packed full of hours of new campaign content. It's got a healthy modding community, a healthy PvP scene, and insanely talented endgamers. Seriously, I'm average at best. Go watch someone like this and wonder how a human does that. There are no microtransactions, and since launch in March of 2020, it's seen, I think, about 15-ish updates across dozens of patches, adding new content, features, quality of life changes, and various bug fixes. Long story short, it developed an exceptional game and supports it in a way that's kept it alive and relevant. I suspect most of their talent is hard at work on new games now, and thus the pace of all this may slow, but for what they've done, all you can say is, wow, great job, and thank you. So, 2 DLCs, numerous updates, and now this, Doom Eternal 6.66, including Horde Mode, F yeah. This is a chunky update, and way more than I can cover in detail in a single video, so let's just roll through a quick summary highlighting the bigger things, and if you want the gory details, check out the patch notes. First and foremost, Horde Mode, baby. We'll do a deep dive into this shortly, but it's fantastic. In addition to that, they've added 2 new master levels. This is actually a big deal. Mars Core and the World Spear are the levels. To those unfamiliar with master levels, essentially it takes an existing level from the game, cranks it up to 11, and throws it back at the player. These are endgame oriented and typically for the more hardcore fans. Mars Core is from the base game, and the World Spear is from Ancient Gods Part 2 DLC. Each offers a distinctly different feel and enemies to combat. Full Auto Shotgun has been buffed pretty significantly, though I still prefer the grenade launcher, but I'm a bad, so take that for what it's worth. Battle Mode 2.0, the PvP portion of the game, is seeing a bunch of updates. It's getting various fixes and improvements, a new playable demon. Let me introduce you to the Dread Knight. You may recognize this guy from the campaign or your in-laws' house, and Battle Mode's also getting a new arena. There are balance passes all around. This is a big one. Console players can now bind weapon keys on controller for fast weapon swapping like on PC. In my opinion, this is a massive improvement, and I don't say that in a PC master race kind of way, but this change really opens up the full game to console. I'm actually learning how to fast weapon swap right now. I'm trying to learn, and it's a game changer. I still suck at it, but when done right, you can drop the biggest demons in just a few seconds. The idea is, rather than waiting for a weapon to reload, you immediately swap to another and fire that. then immediately quick swap back to the original and it's automatically reloaded and ready to be fired. Rinse and repeat quick swapping between as many weapons as you can coordinate. When you get good, you can spit out a few shots per second, and if you're really good, you can quick swap among the entire arsenal, choosing just the right weapons for that enemy, keeping them faltered until death. Also with the update, we get some new music options, choose from the old or new Doom theme, new achievements, new rewards and cosmetics, and tons of bug fixes. Pretty mega, if I do say. One more thing worth noting, I've seen a lot of content online around the falter system bugs being resolved. It's not listed in the patch notes, but the community's done some testing and yeah, it appears to be fixed. In all honesty, I knew of the bug, but I don't play at a high enough level to really take notice of it. I saw it a few times, but did it really impact me? All that aside, I don't care. I'm glad to see they're still fixing things that the dedicated and super skilled fans want. So let's get into why I primarily made this video. Horde Mode is the moonshine of Doom. What a stupid saying. It's distilled down to the game's essence. No filler, just straight, raw fragging out. Except for those stupid f***ing jumping puzzles. Who made those up? My god. For the average Joe or casual player, this is probably the biggest addition to the game thus far beyond the DLCs. It's really easy to pick up and play in fits and spurts, it's relentlessly fun, and scales well for various skill levels. I'm in that group of casuals, so I'm not talking down. Don't get me wrong, I ravenously consume Doom content, and it's my favorite shooter, period. But you know how it is, life, other games, I play on a comp team for Overwatch, I got this YouTube channel, it all takes up a lot of my gaming time, so the room needed to practice and master Doom just is not there for me right now. Anyways, enough with that tangent. Horde Mode in Doom works like this. There are 3 levels. Each level consists of 5 arenas. Each arena consists of 3 waves that progress in insanity. As you complete an arena, you move on to the next, and similarly so on through the levels. You start with a combat shotgun, chainsaw, and a fully unlocked Slayer. You obtain 1 new random weapon upon successful completion of each arena. It's an arcade system, so there's a scoring system. The only checkpoints are at the start of each level, and you have extra lives. The point of it all is to fight through each arena and level and get the highest score possible. It's that simple. There are live leaderboards, and your score is uploaded at the end of each round so you can see how you stand against the world. The 3 levels are Cultist Base, Reclaimed Earth, and the Holt. We've seen the Holt before. The final new level is called the Holt. It's an alien forested area that houses a giant machine called the Luminarium. Listen to that sexy voice. Oh, it's cringeworthy. The specific structure of each level is this: 3 arena combat rounds, 1 blitz round where you kill as many demons as possible before time expires, 1 jumping puzzle, and if you do well at both the blitz and traversal rounds, you get bonus coin collection rounds. All of this adds to your score, so let's talk about that quick. Here's how scoring works. You get points for killing demons. Just kidding, there's actually more to it. You get points for everything except zombies, spirits, and anything the Archvile spawns. The more badass the demon, the more points awarded. There is a special demon called BountyDemons we'll talk a bit about later, but they offer a ton of points. You also get points for completing challenges, and you get points for not firing your BFG at all. I actually dig the scoring system, it just fits in this arcadey version of Doom. Weapon pickups, like I mentioned earlier, you start with just a fully unlocked combat shotgun and chainsaw. While early rounds aren't tough and it's really all you need, there is still a delicate ammo dance being done as there's a lot to kill but not a lot of ammo. As you complete each arena, you're awarded a random, fully unlocked gun. Sometimes you get the one you want or need, sometimes not. I had one playthrough I didn't get the plasma rifle until after spirits had started to spawn. For anyone unfamiliar, you need that gun to kill the spirits. If you don't, the spirit just jumps into another demon and you have to kill it all over again. And spirits are a huge pain in the ass, even more so when they get in the Baron or something. By the time you reach the last level, you'll have all your guns unlocked and the full arsenal to work with, and you will need it. While I understand some would rather be able to choose which weapons they receive, I have to admit I actually liked being put outside my comfort zone. You're forced to improvise, adapt, and learn. I would like to propose though the ability to maybe trade a coin round for a weapon swap like once a playthrough. If I kill it on a blitz round, maybe let me choose between the coin round or exchanging one of my existing guns for another. I don't know, it's just an idea. Or maybe take a big chunk off my score, a 20,000 point hit, something like that. The entire cast of demons are present in Horde Mode, but a cool little new system has been implemented called BountyDemons. Basically, once per arena, several demons will spawn that you need to kill ASAP. Sometimes they're tough enemies, sometimes easy. But when they spawn, a clock starts ticking, and the longer it takes you to kill them, the less of a reward you get. You'll see their outline changing from gold to silver to bronze and eventually white, indicating their change in value. What's the reward? They'll drop a time-limited bonus score modifier, and the quicker you kill them, the better the modifier. And to make it even better, you can wait to actually pick up the buff until you see fit, so you can hold off until you know you're just about to face stomp some valuable demons. All in all, I like the bounty demons. They were a nice diversion, required immediate action, and often made the arena just totally bananas. Worth noting, when you do kill the bounty demons and the buff drops, you won't be able to pick it up for a few seconds. This is just to keep you from accidentally grabbing it in the heat of combat. Do I really need to tell you how I feel about it? The video didn't give it away. I think the entire update is awesome. There's something for the entire community. Battle Mode 2.0 for the PvPers. We got new master levels for the experts. We got Horde Mode for the casuals. And I think the experts will enjoy Horde Mode, but from what I've read, there's concern the challenge won't be there for them. Hopefully, though, the modding community can just take this base Horde Mode and mod it to 11 for the real pros. Horde Mode is phenomenal. So far, I've made it to the last wave of the last arena of the last level on Hurt Me Plenty difficulty. I've gotten a score of, I think, 176,000 and a silver medal. It was painful to die in that last round there, but I absolutely can and will beat that. I made some mistakes learning the final arenas and wasted some extra lives. I'm also learning how to fast weapon swat, so all that's been a hindrance. I think another 10-ish or so hours and I'll be decent enough to give the ultra-violence difficulty level an honest try. Beyond that, I'm personally motivated by the point system, not so much in comparing myself to the world, but just in beating my previous high score. It takes me back to being like 8, I'm about 3/4 of the way to a gold medal, and I think with some work, I can definitely get there. It's just going to take some time and practice, but IDS created a game mode definitely motivating me to do just that. If you own the game or have access to it on Game Pass, you really do owe it to yourself to log in and give it a shot. It's free, after all. It feels like a legit arcade game, and it's ridiculously fun. And with that, I am done. I appreciate you taking the time. Take care of one another, and I will see you soon.
What does it take to kill you? Curse you!